Hey you guys, Alex here.
And Larry.
And today we've taken over Team APS.
Paul and Alec are dead. They're in the closet right now.
They're in the closet together?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Piled on top of each other.
Okay, moving on. So we're here to tell you about our top 10 fun decks.
5 each.
And we're pretty well versed in playing...
Bad decks.
Yeah, bad decks.
Well, I think we both kind of collect decks over time. We just kind of pick up what we want and just kind of...
And we're going to tell you guys about them. How about you go first?
Sure. First one for me is an oldie but goodie. I'm sure most of y'all know. Blue Eyes.
No comment.
Summon big dragons. Blow up face. Recently got a new monster, Solid Dragon. I really like. Many ways better than alternative because it just negates effects forever. And if they try to do things like impermanence or effect veil or stuff like that, it just runs away. Mm-hmm. And then it's special summon another Blue Eyes from deck.
I have my own thoughts about Blue Eyes.
No, we don't care about your thoughts. Are you right, Blue Eyes players?
Whatever. Moving on. So my first will be Draco Sams.
What is a Draco Sam?
Well, it's what you get when you take 6 Samurai, get rid of the bad stuff, keep only the good stuff. You take True Dracos, keep all that good stuff, put them in a deck together.
Disrespect 6 Sands, you're going to be in the closet next.
I can't with you right now. I can't.
You'll be all right.
So with Draco Sams, you had some really fun plays utilizing your Secret 6 Samurai Fuma.
I do like Fuma.
Your Diagram, using Diagram to pop Fuma for his special summons. And also you get to search off of Diagram. You can also have that lead into Mariani plays that take I think 4 cards out of your opponent's hand, or 2, I forget how many. Mm-hmm. And you can even summon multiple Marianis per turn for double the effect.
Why would you do that?
Because you're evil, that's why. It's fun. It's a fun deck,
You haven't seen the rest of my decks.
Alright, what about the rest of your decks?
Good one. Me and Trail kind of go back and forth playing this because it's so fun and people don't see it coming. Time Lords.
Yeah.
Big level 10, well, I'll say one of them's big. Level 10 fairies that can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. Nobody takes battle damage. But they have things like normal summon, you can normal summon them off. You don't control a monster. Normal summon, attack, your opponent's life points are not halved. Halved. It's not damage, it's just half.
That's rude.
Especially in time rules. Like, normal summon, battle phase, attack.
I'm glad I didn't play you when you were playing that.
We call it divorce. Half. And one of them's even like super big, like 4,000 big. If your opponent controls a monster, you just normal summon it.
Yeah, just swing over
anything. And with 4,000, you just run it over anything. And then your opponent takes 2,000 damage.
Okay,
just because.
Kind of wish I played Time Lords.
Or True Draco. Normal summon, attack. Shuffle all spells and traps.
You leave Draco out of this, okay?
No. I'm coming for Draco players.
Okay.
Certified battle world.
Well, I've got a better deck than that.
Paul, shut up. We recording a video.
Wow. I think my deck's pretty good, and that deck is Nephthys.
Like, you said Nephthys?
Nephthys. No, it's not good, but it was a fun deck. Where are you going?
You said Nephthys.
You don't think Nephthys is a fun deck?
I wouldn't say that. I mean,
I took a round off you with it.
Anything can be fun. Just got to be kind of
decent.
Good.
Yeah, and that's the problem with Nephthys. Pure Nephthys does not work. They have all these effects that like to pop their own monsters and have delayed effects that will work on your next standby phase after they're popped.
If you live that long.
If you live that long, and they have no defense whatsoever. So they're slow and have no defense, and that's the main problem with Nephthys. But when you combine them with incantations, you at least get speed.
Well, you should have said incantations.
Well, because I'm still playing Nephthys. The incantations just up until now
don't really have incantations much. With anything ritual based.
I mean, yeah.
There you go.
But it was pretty good at that point. It was a faster deck. It was able to set up its board quicker. You just didn't have any defense still. So I added Necross. And when you add Necross, you get...
And then it just became a Necross deck.
Wow. don't fast forward to the end of my story.
It did.
But long story short, yes, I did turn it to a Necross deck because that ended up being a lot more fun for me, and it won. So there you go.
Next one. Favorite, near and dear to my heart. Noble Knights.
Actually, it's one of mine too.
Mad that when they got a Link monster, everything that said Warrior on it.
Yeah, everybody was using it.
Began running.
Like that dark Goki trash
like
thing.
I played Noble Knights, and back when I sold was expensive, I couldn't get one to play my deck.
I had a single copy.
I didn't have any. I had to wait for the reprint in the special editions. Love Noble Knights. They got a lot faster, a lot more explosive, a lot more floaty. With, like I said, their when their Link monsters used properly, with the equip spells actually in the grave where you can make stuff and then use them.
And then recycle stuff.
Yeah, you can float with the trap. Even got a hand trap that
Morgan
stops
is so
anything.
good for that
As long
deck.
as you control a Noble Arms card. And you pop it, but it just comes right back. Ilvain, one card I sold. You equip Noble Arms, you get a token, I sold right there.
And don't forget about their newest equip spell.
The Clarion, it's also good. Time rules, just equip, pay 500,
Swing
battle
directly.
phase, hit you directly.
Game over.
But it doesn't matter if you have a Boar Sword, I'm just gonna hit you directly.
Yeah, it's honestly what they needed since they basically just made Artorigases with a limited range of attack, let's be honest.
The new, what? Not the Artorigas, it's the Custom that has limited attack.
Oh, they all do, really.
Custom is good too, just shuffle stuff.
Oh yeah, they're all three of their extra monsters are good.
Oh,
They just have a hard time getting over big targets and things that don't want to be popped.
yeah, which is that Custom kind of got over the things that don't want to be popped because he just shuffles it back.
That is a good effect.
And like I said, they just got. There's only so good a board you can make with them. They still
true.
make me sad.
Hey, but they've never been this good
No,
before.
I don't want to talk about it. Didn't they win Worlds? Don't you disrespect my Noble Knights.
All right, let's move on to my next deck, and it's the Furry Agenda deck for hires.
The furries.
And I don't even know where that came from, but
Which one?
well, I'm being called the Furry Agenda deck.
I mean that's what they are.
We've had decks of beast people before, so I don't really get it.
Seemed like these, they were drawn in such a way that just, you knew what they wanted.
Are you attracted to one of them or something?
I'm not, no, but you're the one who plays it.
Oh, wow. Moving on. So I liked For Hires from the get-go. I thought their pretty simple strategy, special something from the hand, was neat in a format where you really wasn't seeing too much of that swarming presence. They didn't have any extract monsters yet, so you weren't playing with one at first. But when they got their extract monster, they definitely got even better.
They were better.
Falgo
Draw so many cards.
you draw
Because they kind of
yeah.
stopped their, it helped their, because before For Hires kind of ran out of steam. If you
Yes,
didn't
their
have
stamina was low.
cards in hand or monsters and special summon, that kind of helped with that.
Yeah, when they added Falgo, you could replenish your hand and extend your plays a bit further. And that made them more oppressive to deal with for people. I mean, still like tier 2 at best, probably more like tier 3.
I said tier 3.
Yeah, tier 3. But a
Still
fun deck
fun.
nonetheless, and I actually can't wait for the next support they're getting. Just one more card, but it's going to help.
Special from grave, which is another thing they kind of struggled with, because once they were in the grave, it was very hard to.
Yeah, you had
Get
to
them
make
back.
good use of your Back to the Fronts, Calls of the Haunted, and their Mayhem.
My next deck, probably the most meta of decks on here. It's a deck that I kind of played. I even played at YCS Atlanta. Pranky is.
They didn't have a
It's a
long time in
prank.
the limelight.
They didn't, and I don't know why, because they're still a very viable deck with the fusion link strategy. People still don't know what they do. 'Cause we were playing YCS Atlanta, me, Paul, who's still dead now, and Chris. I was just like, oh, Prank Kids. They just have to read all the cards. And usually Prank Kids are a deck where, because your opponent doesn't know what they do or how they work, and they can be so flexible, and that they play around hand traps and like tell you how many times I'm like King of the Swamp. I'm like, oh, I don't want you to get Poly Ash. I'm like, okay. Instant fusion, normal summon, and then we're off to the races.
To be honest, I have no idea how prank cards work.
Exactly.
This is actually educational for me.
That's exactly how I want to keep it. You don't know what they do. They float.
I'm gonna play your prank cards with my Nephthys and see how this ends.
Bad for you.
Oh, I meant my Necross.
Bad for you.
Well, we'll see about that.
We will. Can Necross stop me from tributing and it's still activating?
No, but I probably can negate your extra monster's effects. Maybe.
I mean, but they tribute for cost.
They tribute for cost, which is a problem. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
That's another thing that they're really good at because they do tribute for cost. They do things. One special summons. A fusion special summons Pranky is from grave, so long as they're not fusions, and then they can't be destroyed by battle that turn.
I mean, they can't be that good.
I don't say they're not that good, but they are. I don't say they're gimmicky. They will catch you by surprise. Like,
I guess it's a prank after all.
Surprise, mother.
How about my next deck? And this is probably, in my opinion, the most competitive deck out of all of the ones we've talked about so far.
Even Pranky is?
Yes, definitely more competitive.
Pranky is one of YCS.
But I'm talking about Gokis.
Do you run Secret Toga?
Yeah, I run Great Ogre.
Ah.
Yeah, I play pure Gokis.
So you are the true scrub.
But I picked up Gokis as soon as they came out.
And then they got popular, and then you didn't want to play them anymore.
Well, that wasn't Gokis anymore, for one thing.
It wasn't. Nightmare
Especially when Dangerous got their hands on them too. Too much happened to Gokis at that point. I was done. But I liked pure Gokis just for, it was my first deck that could do Link monsters. And while their Link monsters were awful, at least we had Mrs. Radiant.
They are awful.
And if you could somehow make your opponent play at your speed, which
is kind of like appropriate for Gokis because they're just kind of like big dumb monsters.
Yeah, they're just big guys in wrestling, which I feel like there's probably something to be said about that. But we're not gonna talk about all that.
I love wrestling.
I also love wrestling, but you know, people stop watching wrestling, and that's why people should also stop playing Gokis.
I mean,
at least not the danger.
They're not getting anything else because
berries.
In the anime guy playing something else.
He moved on to Dino wrestlers, something like that.
I don't know what they are. Last one for me. One is that playing locals I gave people the fits with, and it was so fun. Exodia.
Oh, I wanted to build that
with the legendary Exodia incarnate.
Oh, that's not
Actually
fair.
took it to a regionals. Didn't do bad, but it was at the time of like True Draco and Zoo, so
you weren't winning anything.
It was just what it was. Cause people, I mean, legendary Exodia incarnate with unaffected by everything with all 5 pieces engraved and 5,000.
How were you losing?
I mean, you had to get to that point.
Okay,
but
fair enough.
Like I said, it has major consistency issues. It was just kind of ran a whole bunch of battle traps, which people back then weren't expecting a battle fader or a swift scarecrow. Trap card is also really good because it just bounces stuff back by sending a piece from hand to grave. Sometimes that kind of helps out too, but still fun. I have Exodia a handful of people just based off that strategy alone. Even did it at the locals. I felt fear in his heart.
Well, my deck also had an auto win strategy. What is this? It was Phantasm Spirals. Yeah, you guys remember that deck? Yeah, I think I'm the only one who does.
What was his win strategy? What was the point of that deck?
You wanted to utilize the equip spells that were in archetype, and they're one monster, Phantasm Spiral Dragon, and you use the equip spells, various effects to special summon Phantasm Spiral Dragons from the deck, and then have attacked your opponent with 3 Phantasm Spirals, I think with all 3 equip spells having been used, well, having been on the field.
That is very complicated.
Yeah, and that's why no one plays that trap card. I think it was called like Assault or something, and no one played that because it was impossible to make happen. Maybe you could special summon 2 dragons in one turn. 3 wasn't happening. And then it was pretty cool to play a normal monster-based deck. Mm-hmm. It gave me an opportunity to
abuse things like Moria Breed.
I was thinking more like Heatwave. Yeah, I love that. Just telling my opponent, no, you don't get to draw cards. I got my big monster on the field. You don't get to do anything because I play Floodgates.
I play. A lot of your decks are Floodgate deck.
I thought we were friends.
I mean, friends tell it how it is.
Well, anyway, that's my last deck.
More importantly, what are y'all's favorite decks? Because we know you're gonna tell us. Please, like I said, and don't say I'm gonna challenge everybody. Don't be so basic with them. I want your best. Give me the most random, off the wall, crazy, wombo combo. I need this one card and I'll never lose.
Tell us about your raccoon deck.
They're just like, wow, did you just really like playing? Good, bad, or horrible?
Or if you're the type of person who thinks meta is fun, tell us about that too.
No, we don't want to hear about you.
Well, guys, that'll be all for this video. And we'll catch you in the next one. Fast turn.
Punch the camera!